All right, today we're cutting the C's out. Let me show you. Hold on. All right, so a while ago, you remember I made this template of the supports for the backdrop and the upper valance, right? For the layout. So that's what that is. So here's my C, right? Now I just got to make this cutout for the 1x3 in the back, and then I'll make a little notch here to receive my backdrop. My backdrop will slide in. So basically, they're going to go on the layout just like that, right? Backdrop will be here, the deck will be down here, and my upper valance will be up there, right? So how I'm doing it. I have these 1-inch birch plywood that I picked up on Facebook. They are 40 by 43. 40 by 43. They're from pallets. And what I'm doing is cutting them in half for me, and then cutting them in half again, coming up with these blanks, right? Then, right? Then over to table saw. And this is all just my dimensions, right? My Benchwork, my risers are 1x2s. So what I did was establish this distance from the fence to the saw, right? And that's going to be this part of the C, the long legs of the C. This will be the back. Can you see here? Back here will be the back, right? So what I'm doing is, you can't cut all the way through, so I figured out where the bottom of the blade, because the bottom of the blade cuts further back than the top of the blade. So to do that, I figured that out, and then I took a pencil line and I'm running my cut, right? Coming along, running my cut, and then I stop at that pencil line, shut my saw off, right? And then retrieve my work, right? Retrieve the work. So I took my riving knife out, but I took it out to do the next step, and I'll show you the next step, because it's a plunge cut. You can't have the riving knife in when you do a plunge cut, right? So I just need to establish my distance from the blade, right? For me, it's 2 inches. That would be the back of the C going up the layout. It's 2 inches for me. You can make it whatever you want. So then this cut, I take it, start the saw, and I will drop it in and push it forward. So I'm going to pause you and come back. So you see, I started the saw, took the piece, right, and I plunged it in. Make sure it's hitting your fence, right? I plunged it in, and now I'll do the same. I'll run my piece up to this line, right? Somewhere about, it doesn't have to be exact, because I'm finishing the cut with a jigsaw, right? Let me bring you back. So at this time, right, you need your riving knife out, if you have a riving knife. Don't be tempted to pick it up with the saw running. Shut the saw off, just because now it's like fragile, okay? Just shut the saw off, and then pick it up, right, out of the saw blade, and then you got your piece, right? And then you just finish it off with a jigsaw. You just have to connect the lines, right? Boom, it's pretty much, you can see it's pretty much there already on the back side, right? So you just got to connect those two lines. And then this piece will be free, okay? And I'll show you, see how like, yeah, I'll show you the next part. Do yourself a favor, right? This is what I need to cut, right? Establish these lines any way you need to, either with a piece of scrap, an actual measurement, so that when you do this jigsaw, it'll come out nice. Kind of like that, okay? Do yourself that favor. Take your time. Don't rush this process. So there you have it. I notched out for, this is not a 1x3. Notched out for that. This is the top. I used my jigsaw, just marked everything out, you know, took my time. I'm not very good with the jigsaw. I was going to use my bandsaw, but the tire broke on my bandsaw. Yeah, one of my tires broke. The tire, my lower tire. The tire is where, let me show you. So I gotta replace that, and that was no fun. There's two tires on this wheel. That blue thing is a tire. See it there? See it there? The blade rides on that tire. And yeah, can't wait. That was a pain in the butt. I know I should have did the bottom one when I did that one. Anyway, it's always something. So here they are. So I primed the tops, right? I just primed them because you might see these. The rest of it you're not going to see. You might see this from inside. I don't know. I just wanted to do it just to get it done, and you know, that's it. So I'm going to put them in. The next time you see these, they will be on the layout. I got the support for the backdrop and the upper valance up. Got my piece going across the back. Now I just got to put one on the front. That's about it. Not really sure. I'm going to put a solid piece here, right? So I'll enclose this here. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Bring you back. Alright, I think it's done. The upper and the backdrop. The upper valance and the backdrop support. I think it's done. It's strong. I mean, you can't put like 100 pounds up there. Can't put a lot of weight. So my next thing is I'll put the deck on and get my backdrop, cut that. I decided not to do slots top and bottom to slide it in, just because I didn't want to compromise the strength of this by notching that. It'll be okay. It'll be good. Yep. So this is it. Not quite sure what I'll do down there. This end that I'm standing at, I will close off. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. One more step closer.